Recognize that sound? How about now? Craft breweries have been popping up everywhere in the Ottawa Valley. Ottawa houses many different brew pubs, which has sparked an interest in home brewing. Michael Inglis, a University of Ottawa student, spends his spare time brewing beer at home.
I'm going to climb up there, start picking them off, see what shape they're in. Some are fairly small, but others are nice and big. Some little baby ones here that fully developed.
I'd love to see myself bring this beyond just being a home brewer, but at the same time making the jump to actually running some sort of commercial brewery, even on a small scale, is incredible leap.
What we typically go for though is these little yellow beads are basically where most of the flavor ended up coming from.
I adapted my own system for brewing, so my process is based on a whole bunch of others that I've combined to work with my cost level, because obviously I don't want to spend tons of money.
Very sophisticated procedure from the minds of the internet. So the drying procedure is going to be taking about 2 to 3 days.
In the meantime, Michael visits Beer Greens, a brand new supply chain in Ottawa that offers equipment for all budget.
We sell malt, hops, yeast. We also sell equipment, anything that anybody needs to get started brewing beer. And our focus is on, is the most fresh ingredients possible. We go through a lot of volume. So, malt is always fresh, hops are always fresh, yeast is, as fresh as can be. The craft community involves the craft brewers as well. So it's not just home brewers, and most craft brewers were home brewers or are home brewers. So we're all kind of one big group, and yeah, it's kind of like a great big club.
Many home brewers choose to grow their hops at home. However, many bigger craft breweries choose to buy hops from farms. We visit Bristol, Quebec to visit Richard and Linda Wegner at their home and business, Bristol Hops Farm.
With my lovely partner Linda, we grow hops organically as Bristol hops.
And you're a home brewer.
And I'm also a home brewer by hobby.
This year in particular, with so much rain, hop farmers found it difficult to regulate the amount of water their plants got, resulting in a less bountiful load.
Yeah, as we found out this year, having too much water is much worse than not having enough. Because if it's a dry year, we can always irrigate, but we can't deal with too much water like we did this year.
Even with the poor turnout, the Wegners aren't too torn up. Craft brewing is more than just a place to make some extra cash for them.
But it's social.
It's very social. Yeah, absolutely.
The whole craft beer industry is social in that way.
Yeah, we like being part of that. I think if it wasn't for that, we probably wouldn't be.
Everybody works together. All the craft brewers work together. It's just it's a social.
Craft beer isn't just for home brewers. Clock Tower is a brew pub that has been around since 1996, making it the original brew pub of Ottawa. They have many original craft beers made by brewmasters such as Patrick Fiore.
First step of the brewing process, where we're taking our malted barley and we're going to be mixing it with water. This is where we're going to try to extract all the sugar, get all the starch, and turn it into sugar. So here's when all the enzymes, all the little proteins that are in the malt, they're going to break down the starch and turn it into sugar. And that sugar, we're going to separate that out. It's going to be called wort, and that's what the yeast uses to ferment.
What sets us apart is that we've situated ourselves in neighborhoods. we're not interested in going into the big box mall there on Maryville or whatever. We're interested in being part of the neighborhood and intertwining ourselves into the community and being part of everybody's daily lives.
Now that Michael's hops have dried out, he can brew and bottle his finished product.
For me, what makes craft beer is the passion, the desire to try new things, to make new flavors. If you're always going to be making, even if it was a really good tasting beer, but if you're always just going to make that beer, you start turning into something akin to these typical major breweries.
Anybody can make beer, but to make good beer, it basically takes a lot of experience.
I like the creative aspect of it. So I wouldn't follow recipes. I would just create recipes off the fly.
Perfecting a beer is a very good thing to do, but I feel to be able to really be a craft brewer, you need to always be trying to do new things.
There's making something that someone truly likes, that something that when the look on their face when they have that sip for the first time, blows their mind. It's kind of when you leave and go home knowing the day's not going to get any better.